Howdy one and all. We're back with another Hill Climb 2 adventure. Since I did a race last night, or a longer race, let's back it up, open that. I'm not gonna get the gift. I don't get sponsored, so they don't get free ad time. I've not played much since last night. Clash Royale has definitely taken over my life. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And there they go. I always forget about that. Oh no! That happens to the best of us. So at the moment I am uploading Mass Effect Andromeda to my Xbox One, and how I wish I could play for you guys so you could see my first thoughts of the game, what it looks like, all that beautiful stuff. Daniel got himself and I got myself. I got a point to that out of saying. Not doing very well. Like Chris characters and Masto character are fairly well upgraded, and tunnels isn't exactly my forte. Well, the rock's back. Oh, do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. So, yeah. Just waiting on that to upload, and figured, well, I got a few moments, so I'll race a hare. Race a few. So just 1-on-1 race, but I'm on Sunday Champ. Well, that's country side races. Wide open. Pushing my old Spud's catching us. I'll hit the ground first and keep a wheelie for a good, just enough to, some wheelie is okay. Like that right there saved me just a hair about a small amount of time. So I'm been not really in talks of starting a group, but I would definitely love to get a group of YouTubers, you know, and make our own team, and I think that would be really great to have. Like, you know, we'd have to find games we could play together, or, you know, consoles to play together. I think that would be kind of cool. If I can get something to stream from Xbox, I will definitely try and find a group. On mobile, it is much harder to find people to, you know, play with. You've got basically you've got YouTubers and things of that nature. Lord knows what we would call the group. And last one is Mountain. With at least the other two Super Diesels, you know, they're maxed because I wasn't pulling away from them at all. So Hannah and Spud, or Seb, or whichever one was the upgraded vehicle. Oh man, Hannah's got a hold of me, got ahead of me, hold of me. I'm really getting into the KineMaster editor, figuring out theme songs and music and things of that nature. It's really interesting. So that's 7. Yeah, we can do this. Clearly, you can see that those vehicles are not as upgraded as they could be, just for the simple fact that I'm, you know, on flat ground pulling away from all 4 of them, all 3 of them, all 4 of them. I can't count. My math and English aren't always my best things in the world. I blurt out numbers and words and sentences that people are like, what? Yeah. So, I would really love, I'm really excited, not so much in loving, uh, but my buddy Corey making the intro pictures for the games. I think it's something, well worth trying. So I found an intro maker, and it only uses what I've got, and it only has certain ones. It's very limited. I guess stuff like that's just not mobile. Up until recently, you couldn't do that much with it. I'm at 60% upload. Mass Effect Andromeda. Here I come. I always try and go for perfect starts unless I just feel froggy. And yeah. Actually, there's Volvotum. Volvotum. Second place, but barely. I mean, I was just a hair behind him. And obviously, I didn't get a perfect start on that one. I just kind of punched it. There we go. Easy peasy, up and easy. 8, 9, 10. And we got an unlock. And of course I still have another one because I'm behind. But let's see what we can do here. I think we might be able to pull this out. Ooh. I like the new paint scheme. I like the flames on a monster truck anyway. It's definitely monster truck-esque. Esque. Sometimes, even when I'm trying. Monster truck-like. When I think of monster trucks, I think of crazy paint jobs and crazy, decals and, like Gravedigger and, they've got all these wild shaped fiberglass vehicles and yeah. Ooh, now easy there, killer. Getting ahead of yourself. I kind of sometimes would love to see cars, regular cars, done that way. Oh, that was a polecat. Code Zero puts their stuff up, and I'll tell you what, if you've not seen their things, if you've not watched their videos, they're about the most diverse group of YouTubers, content-wise. But boy, and I don't say that in a bad way, so don't take it as I'm hating on them. But those guys put out great work. I am so surprised they're not already in the millions, not close. I think Jeff Favignano is kind of close to 1 million, and several are up in the hundreds of thousands, and they all rightly deserve every one of them. But they are not getting the credit, as far as I'm concerned, as fast as they should. Those guys play really well together. There's several of them, so there's multiple games that they play. They're all from all over. There's some from the West Coast, some from the East Coast, some from the Midwest, some from Canada, or one from Canada. And I'm not sure where Spears is from. I didn't follow his content Didn't know he was part of Code Zero at first. I was learning a lot about about YouTube. So, you know, I just found them when they did videos together. And he was in some of the older stuff, and I don't know why he didn't continue. It's none of my business. You know, you can do whatever you want. But, you know, Jeff and Zach and Polecat and Bugs all put out, you know, great work. I filmed Bugs first through the Long Dark, and he's the reason that I started playing the Long Dark. I guess I've been on it for 2 or 3. I've been on the game for a little more than 2 years. You know, I found some younger YouTubers like Calabear. He's somebody I consider a friend. He definitely you know, puts out good work, and I don't think he's gotten the credit he deserves. I think he's gotten, you know, good friends, solid people that watch his stuff all the time. It's interesting, you know. Some of the games they played, like I had never heard of some of the games, but you know, none of them are afraid to get out there and play, try something different. You know, and me liking games, you know, the mobile gamers that I watch that are YouTubers are just these games. There's not someone that plays something different that I don't play. Now, I don't know of any other Hill Climb 2 YouTubers. Not really. The one that I found didn't really seem to want to have anything to do with me, and that's fine. You know, that's how it is. But there's a new guy that he and I have been talking on Twitter. Oh, I should have got that. Can I go back? I need to go back. Yes. And he does Call of Duty Wildland. Is it the Wildland? I haven't played it, so I don't really know. But you know, he's got a great voice for it, and I think I'm going to try and leave a link to his channel, so that way, if that's something you like, you know, I want to talk to him, make sure he's okay with it before I do it. I don't want to, you know, push him too hard, but you know, because we won't be working together, at least. I think he plays on PC, and you know, I don't have the money or the knowledge to be able to do all of the PC stuff that you need to be done. One of the fellers I know from Facebook. I really should put the Do Not Disturb on, but it doesn't always work. I still get stuff come through, so I forget about it. Ooh, doggy. And I think 13 minutes is long enough. So I'm going to creep on down through here and do a big old flip and end it. Yeah! Splat. But with that being said, folks, I'm definitely going to end this video here. And if you like what you're watching, you know, always leave a like. A thumbs up is appreciated. Shoot me a comment. You know, let me know what you think of the new editor, what you think of the intro. You know, I'm working on it. It's not something you just, you know, there's not a class, you know, you can go and sit in and pay $20 or $50 and somebody teach you how to be a YouTuber. It's all trial and error, but I'm definitely trying to make my content better. And with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Later.